is using knowledge of arcs and sectors, or the area of a circle, and we're using that to think about this area or this section of the windscreen wiper on the windscreen of the front of a car. So the first part is to calculate the length of the arc made by B. So B is this point at the end of our windscreen wiper, and as it moves, it creates this kind of line that goes around the edge of the window. So essentially this first part is just asking me to work out the length of the arc, which is this part here. So we know that we use our formula for the circumference of a circle, which is pi times diameter, and we need to times that by the section or the fraction of the circle we're looking at, which is 140 out of 360 degrees. So 140 here is told to us. Now our diameter is 56 doubled. So double of 56 is going to be 112. So pi times 112 times 140 divided by 360, and that gives me 137 centimeters, or 1 meter 37. We know that the radius there is the 56 because we want to go from the center all the way to where that line is formed. And if you imagine there, that circle kind of continues round, and that's how we get that section of the arc. And then the second question here is to work out the area of the windscreen that's cleaned by the rubber blade. So here we want the area of the white section on the diagram. So the area of the white section. So if I was to colour that in, it's kind of this pink section here that we're interested in. And the best way that we're going to have to work that out is going to be to find the area of this full sector of the circle, and then we're going to subtract from that this smaller one here until we're left with the bit of the window that needs cleaning. So to do that, we're going to have the larger circle first that we need to find the area for. So we do the area as pi r squared times, and again we're only interested in 140 out of 360, and I know that the radius of that larger circle is 56, so pi times 56 times 140 squared over 360. And you can see here I've typed that into my calculator, and we get the answer of 4597.616129. Now I'm not going to round it yet because I haven't finished the question, because I need to subtract from that the area of the smaller circle here. So this one has a radius of only 10. It's the difference between the 46 and the 56. So now I have pi times 10 squared times 140 over 360. So if I use the up arrow on my calculator, I can actually copy this and then just change to 10. And now I have my new smaller circle section that I wanted. So 146.60765772. And now if I subtract those two, so I'm going to subtract them, then I would get my final answer. So it's this one minus this one, which is 4,451.008. So to three significant figures, that is 4,450 centimeters squared, since we're talking about centimeters with the radius that we've substituted in.